Hello there, and welcome. Hi guys, or should I say hi darklings, and welcome to Darkest Star ASMR. Today's video is not going to be anything special at all. It's just going to be me answer some of your questions. Now I put out a ask me question post on Twitter and on my Facebook Darkest Star page. So I thought I'd answer those questions. They're not many, but there are a few, and I thought it would be fun to just answer them for you guys. But let's make it a little bit more cozy. We're in my sleeping quarters, so to speak. And I'm sorry I have a fan on because it's pretty warm today. So I prepared with a little candle and yeah, let's light that up. Look, I managed to do it. A little behind the scenes thing for you. Sometimes when I use candles in my videos, I always have a hard time lighting them on fire. I don't know why. It's like I'm cursed. Every time I'm going to light a candle in a video, they just go out. But this one seems to actually work. So where did I put my iPad? There we go. I also have cats all around. So if you hear anything meowing, that's the cats. Alright, let's do this. Now, I'm extremely lazy. I think most of the people who do quest Q&As write down the questions, but I just take images of the screen. Alright, so let's start from the back. Let's see here. Alright, we have Justin Turberville. He asks me, why did you start YouTube? And from the beginning I started YouTube because I wanted to do chili reviews and hot sauce reviews. So I did that, unsuccessful I might add, for about, I don't know, half a year maybe, a year. And then I discovered ASMR, and a friend, Indigo Stars, actually not talked me into it, but she encouraged me to start my own ASMR videos. And that's the way it is. I've been doing it ever since. This is the 5th year, I think, or something like that. So yeah, I wanted to give back to the ASMR community, I guess, and help make people feel as good as I did. Kelly Berwin asks, of all of your vampire characters, which one is your favorite to play and which is your least favorite to play? My favorite character when it comes to vampires is Dracula. No doubt about it. I'm a huge Dracula fan, and it's always fun to play that character. I try to awake my inner Christopher Lee, because for me that was the ultimate Dracula portrayal. I like Gary Oldman, but I don't know. I didn't like that they mixed it up with Vlad Tepes, and Dracula should be kind of like a fictional, even though he's inspired by. But otherwise, I kind of like it. Gary Oldman's portrayal, but the new Dracula series on BBC was just a disaster. I hated it with all my guts after the first episode, which was showing a little bit of promise, but went downhill from there. My second favorite Dracula must be Frank Langella, I think, in the 1979 Dracula. My least favorite vampire character. I think, well, he didn't start out as a vampire character, but I played a lot of Vampire Masquerade at the time, and Pusey, which is a gangrel vampire. A gangrel is a vampire who has animalistic features, and he's a cat. I actually have kind of trashed the character. If he comes back, it will be in some different form. I really don't feel comfortable doing that anymore. After that, I think I actually enjoy playing most of my vampire characters. The one that I have most struggles with is the character Alexis, because he started out as a parody of Lisa Indigo Star's Alicia from her Vampire the Masquerade series. But people kind of liked him, so he stuck, but he have always had kind of like hard time to find his own identity. So these days when I do him, I kind of just do him like male Alicia, What else can I do? He's crazy Malkavian vampire. He has this makeup that's like corpse paint, or looks like he has been crying a lot. But Pusey is by far the most annoying character to play. All right. Rebecca Duchess. I'm really close friends with her, but I still really don't know how to pronounce her last name. Duchess. Favorite clan to play in Bloodlines. It's also a vampire. The Masquerade question. Malkavian, no doubt. I like the confusion in the answers, and I think maybe I'm a little bit crazy myself, so it suits my play style. Okay, Sarah Hayes asks, would you please show off your book collection? Well, maybe someday I will. It's so much, and I really don't know which ones to show off, because I have everything from Dostoevsky to old books about Russia and and H.P. Lovecraft, Poe, Stephen King. But I also have a huge library of, shall we say, romantic vampire things from my ex-girlfriend who left it here. Maybe one day she wants it back, but for now they are in my bookshelves. I also have some Swedish literature. Oh my God, I have everything between heaven and earth, actually. So yeah, maybe. Favorite movie or TV vampire? Well, as I said before, my favorite movie vampire is probably Christopher Lee. Yeah. TV vampire. Well, to be honest, I like the Vampire Diaries, True Blood. I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I don't like the vampire lore, because for me those aren't vampires, those are more or less demons possessing people. So, okay, Spike and Angel are still themselves, so they are the closest thing to real vampires in the series. So I guess Spike and Angel are cool, but favorite, okay. Alexander Skarsgård in True Blood as Eric. He was cool. It is Alexander, right? I always mix him up. So yeah, my ASMR addiction, I try to do big eyes because I think she has the biggest eyes in ASMR. Really pretty eyes, but big. If you could have a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be? Now, this can be two answers. If I'm going to be practical, I would like to say toilet paper because it sucks when I run out of toilet paper. But how fun is that? So I guess I'll have to say Twinkies or sushi. An unlimited supply of sushi or Twinkies. Hard to tell. Okay. Hayes Sarah 25, coffee or tea? Well, I actually don't drink coffee or tea. But if I have to choose between the two, I would choose coffee with a lot of cream and sugar. Yeah. It's not that I don't like coffee, I'm just too lazy to make it, I guess. Drunk ASMR. We should each make a video where we pretend to be each other. That's a pretty cool idea if I had long beard. I really need to get my props together. I really need to buy a beard so I can do a Gandalf roleplay. Yes, the Hobbit. You know. And Drunk ASMR also asks, who is your favorite same content creator and why isn't it me? Well, who is your favorite same content creator? That's a little odd question. I guess you mean like who makes darker horror ASMR. There's so many who makes it these days. You know, you can click on kind of like any ASMR artist and they have at least a kidnapping video, psycho girlfriend, or I really can't tell. No, I can't. And why isn't it you? That's a pretty easy question to answer. Because I rarely watch male ASMR artists because I don't get relaxed from male ASMR for some reason. I don't get tingles. I can get it so very, 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 very rare occasion. But for most time, I kind of feel odd when a guy tries to relax me. I don't know why. I have no answer for that. It's maybe just that women's voices are more soothing, softer. So it's very rare for me to watch male ASMR artists unless it's something that fetches my interest, like a subject or a topic, you know, that yeah. So that's the answer to that question. Well, that was all the questions this time. If you have any more questions, you can always put them in the comment section below. And I'm going to answer to a question that has been annoying me, really annoying me. I have seen several videos about this, and this is movie related. There are several videos flowing around out there with the question, how did Jack Torrance get out of the locker room in The Shining? And there are so many totally insane explanations for it. I'm going to give you the concrete final answer. Delbert Grady let him out. You see, if Stanley Kubrick had made a piece of work that was all his, no Stephen King book, then we could have discussed about who let Jack Torrance out of the locker room or storage room. But you see, the book is based on Stephen King's, the movie is based on Stephen King's novel The Shining. And this also answers another question that's been popping up in a lot of annoying videos. Was the Overlook really haunted, or was it in Jack's head? This is even more of an idiotic question. You can interpret the movie however you want, but it is based on a book, and in the book there are ghosts at the Overlook Hotel. I think it was Delbert Grady or Lloyd who let Jack out of the locker room, and I can pretty much swear Kubrick had the same idea. It was haunted. And there's a little minor detail that people seem to, well, overlook. And that is that Wendy sees ghosts in the Overlook Hotel too. It's not just Jack. And in the American version, I don't think it's in the European one, there's even a scene where she goes into a room where a lot of skeletons are in chairs having like a little meeting. She also sees the blood coming out of the elevators. And nice party, isn't it, man? And of course we now have also Dr. Sleep, which definitely 100% confirms that there are ghosts at the Overlook Hotel. So that was a bonus question that I just answered for you. So now you can stop doing these silly tinfoil hat videos about strange theories. And why am I doing this? It's because The Shining is my top favorite horror movie of all time, and I just get so annoyed when people are like looking for things that aren't really there. So, and another thing, this turns out to be half Q&A, half facts about The Shining. The Apollo shirt that Danny wears, which people have said are proof that Kubrick faked the moon landing, he didn't choose that. The prop division did. And there has even been a video where one of the women who worked said she took it out of he just took a shirt for Danny, a sweater, with the Apollo on. So now you can give that a rest too. Alright guys, it's been fun doing this. I hope you learned something. Maybe not so important, but anyway. Remember, I love you. There can't be any light without darkness. And I will see you in the next video.